What's up, guys? So, couple tips today on how to sleep early. So, obviously, if you want to be a high performer, you want to maximize your morning. To do that, falling asleep early is something you need to do, and it's hard. My first week trying to fall asleep early, I was rolling in bed like a maniac and not getting any sleep for an entire week. Now I'm starting to adjust. So, I'm going to give you some tips that I learned to allow myself to go to sleep earlier. Number one, blue light. Block off blue light. These are blue light blocking glasses. I have another pair right here. When you block out blue light, you're basically blue light triggers your brain to think it's the morning, and it doesn't release melatonin. Melatonin lets you fall asleep. So blue light glasses, no technology. As soon as I finish with this, I just finished work. As soon as I finish with this video, I'm not turning on my phone. I'm not using any technology. Tip number three, hot showers. Believe it or not, you sleep better when you're cold. When you take a hot shower, as soon as you get out, your body has a reaction and it releases the heat. Your body cools down. Very interesting phenomenon. Guess what? That's why after a hot shower, you feel calm. Helps you sleep. Tip number four, don't eat. Do not eat any food. Within like 4 hours of you falling asleep, if you're going to bed at 10, don't eat after 6. Don't eat after 6. Don't get any calories. Yes. Drink water. Don't eat anything. Tip number five, read something that's easy to read, some nonfiction. I read biography. I read autobiographies before bed. I'm on page like 450 of Richard Branson's biography. I think I'm on the last chapter. Very good read. It's calm. It's informational. It's fun. I'm still growing from it, but I don't have to study every fucking line. I don't have to squint to read it. It's just a story. Fun content. Rule number six, and this kind of ties back to what I said before. Don't use don't watch any shows. Don't have a screen on. Don't be on your phone. Just no technology. Um, if you struggle with that, like keep your phone out of your room. I don't care. But and here's something that you can do. It's not really a rule, but it's something that you can implement if you really want to get to bed early. Like maybe do a fast. Sometimes like we're so addicted to these things and we're so stuck on instant pleasure. And I made a video about this a couple of days ago, but like do a fast. Just don't eat anything for a day. Um, don't use any technology for a day. If you're in jail, like there is no technology. And guess what? Some people read more books in jail in 6 months in jail than they do in 78.2 years of life. Why? Because there's nothing else to do. Because that's where they get the most pleasure. They do more push-ups in those 6 months than they've done in their entire life. Because that is the thing that gives them the most pleasure. If you get rid of the things that give you the instant gratification, you'll start to find pleasure and joy in the simple things. You're not ADHD anymore, right? You're not like distracted anymore. There's no longer anything wrong with you. The world is designed to make you think there's something wrong with you by programming you in ways where you think there's things wrong with you. And it creates the things that are wrong with you. The diets that are propagated by mass companies make you sick. The everything everything that the crowd is doing, you should probably do the opposite of it, because it's what's creating the crowd, and the crowd is typically unhappy. So these are some tips to get to sleep, to be able to sleep. Here's tip number 7, exercise. If you exercise in the day, if you're on your feet, this is a standing desk. I just brought this thing down. I've been on my feet for the last 6 hours. Like, if you're on your feet, if you're moving, if you exercise, your energy spent, you're probably going to fall asleep. If you ever had a really, really long day and you fell asleep before your head even hit the bed, it's because you used up all your energy. Do stuff throughout the day. Move. Get 10,000 steps in. Have a smartwatch. Have it count your steps. Use your phone. I don't care, but um, use your energy. That's gonna help you sleep. Diet. If you eat clean, if you eat vegetables throughout the day, like you're just gonna have a cleaner, healthier, more functional body. You're gonna rest more while you're sleeping because your body has less sludge and stuff blocking up its systems and messing up your energy. And it's gonna be easier to sleep. Tip number 8: do some breathing, do some meditation. Typically, when we can't sleep, what's really going on is that you're thinking too much. Your brain's going too quickly. Slow that shit down. That's why I like to read the biography. That's why I like to read about the stories, because it slows your brain down. You slow yourself down and you breathe. You can just do some meditation. You can literally just close your eyes and you can take 6 deep breaths. Literally 6 deep breaths for about 90 seconds is enough to shut off the cortisol whatever in your brain. It chills you out. And that's a good, if you're, and this is just a side note, but if you're really irritated, if you're really angry, if you're feeling a type of way about something and you can't stop focusing on it, if you take 6 deep breaths, it'll stop that for a second. The trick is, in that second, you can choose what you focus on. You choose that thing, you anchor yourself to that thing, and now that's what you're focused on. And you can, at night, this is a little more tactical, but you can actually do that and then anchor yourself to what time you intend on. It sounds crazy, but it works. I'm going to bed at 10. I'm waking up at 6. I'm going to bed at 9. I'm waking up at 5. Anchor this into your subconscious mind. You're basically telling your mind what to do. But if your mind's going really quickly, it's not going to do it. But if you slow your mind down and you're about to fall asleep and the last thing you say is, I'm going to bed at this time, I'm waking up at this time, you will literally wake up exactly when you said you'll wake up 1 minute before your alarm clock. I don't know if you've ever, I remember when I was in school and there was this thing called the FCAT. I'm in Florida. There was this thing called the FCAT when I was in school. And with the FCAT, right, the day of, hey, you got to show up to school. You're not going to pass. At night, I can't sleep. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get to bed. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. My alarm clock is set for 7:30, 8 o'clock, 7:29. I am up. There's a lot of names for that, right? Hypnotic, whatever. There's a lot of different names for it, but the whole idea is you're telling your body what to do, right? And you do that all the time. If you're ever nervous about something and you're not hungry anymore, if you're ever angry, you start to sweat, right? If you're ever irritated, you get a headache. You're actually changing what's going on in your body with just your thoughts and the words and the images going on in your head. So you can do that before you go to bed. Cause things to slow down. Cause your brain to start releasing melatonin. You do it every night. Now your brain releases melatonin at a certain time for you to go to sleep. In the same way, if you eat food at the same time at 1 a.m. every single day for 2 weeks, on that 15th day, you don't eat at 1:01, you haven't eaten yet, now your stomach is growling. Because your body's designed to be efficient. These are ways that you can actually start to cause your body to be efficient. Cause yourself to sleep. Allow yourself to sleep. Which means you can do whatever you were planning on doing in the morning. Because if you own the morning, you own the day. That's today's video. I'm out. See you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.